Hey guys, and I hope you guys are doing okay today. Today I have a Dead by Daylight discussion video. So today I wanted to discuss about why I think the devs should remove hit validation from DBD. Completely. It should be removed. Because there's not really a way you can fix hit validation, like change it. The only way it works is that it cancels a hit due to shit internet. And that's it. That's how it should work. Or, if I don't do that correctly, remove it. And that's what the current issue is in Dead by Daylight. Now I'm not trying to be a tactical killer main here, I'm not trying to sound like one. I'm not even a killer main, I play both sides. If you've been watching me for some while, you know I play both sides and I just say how it is. If there's problems with Survivor, I bitch at the devs about how they should change it and buff stuff for Survivor. Because if I think something's wrong, I'm going to mention it obviously. So yeah, I'm not trying to be entitled here, I'm just being honest. So if you don't like my honesty, fuck off. Like, that's how it is, honestly. Anyways, let's jump right into today's video, guys. So the current way hit validation in Dead by Daylight works is not due to shit internet, because originally the whole idea of hit validation is if the killer or survivor has shit internet, then any hit through a pallet will be cancelled. That idea is good, but that's not how it works, because evidently, even if both sides have good internet, as soon as that pallet gets thrown down mid-chase, it gets hit. So you could both be like fucking 50 or 40 ping, or yeah, MS, whatever you want to call it. And as soon as the pallet's dropped, no matter how good the internet is, it counts as a hit. So it's not based on bad internet. Here's an example right now. So as you guys have saw there's a prime example of what it looks like when it cancels a hit. And it's bullshit, because it literally tells you whether it was supposed to hit. Like, honestly, the way the devs could probably change this, the one idea they could do, is that they remove the sound of the survivor getting hit through the pallet for killer. Because the survivor can't tell if it was supposed to hit them or not, because they cannot hear when they get down when it cancels it. The killer can only hear when the hit gets cancelled, and that's the survivor's scream, which don't make any sense, because the survivor's scream tells you it was supposed to hit the survivor, hence why they screamed, but it just cancelled it. Why tell the killer that? That's a bit kind of toxic, isn't it? You're like, haha, we're gonna rub the sound effects in your face of it's supposed to hit, but it didn't hit. Like, if the killer didn't hear the sound effect, then they wouldn't bitch so much, and they wouldn't know whether it was supposed to hit or not, because there was no sound effect. But the sound effect tells you that it was supposed to hit. But with this new fucking system enabled, it cancels the fuck out of it. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, the one thing they could do is just remove the sound effect, but they're not gonna. And that's why I think they should remove it, because that's the only one way they could fix it, and that's already fixing it that much. That's just still the same without the sound effects. But you guys kind of get my point. It cancels any hit no matter what internet you have. Honestly, like, I'm being serious. If I see my weapon hit the survivor and it cancels it, and yeah, it's bullshit. Because that clip right there, you saw like probably a frame before, the survivor got hit by the killer, but it cancelled the hit. And I've even seen a survivor plenty of times, me getting hit through the pallet, the weapon just spamming through it as a glitch, but it cancelling it because of the system. So the system doesn't base it on bad internet, because if it did, it cancelled window hits that are bullshit, it cancelled any hit. Why would it just cancel the pallet hit? And if the weapon hits you a fraction before the pallet goes down, that just tells you that it's not based on the internet, it's based on the pallet. Because that clip right there, you can do your best editing. Like a fucking frame before the pallet got dropped, he physically hit her, but because she dropped the pallet, it cancelled the hit. You see? So it's not based on bad internet, devs are lying to us, and it's actually based on just the pallet itself, which is a massive flaw. It's a problem, and the devs don't ever announce this, and that's why I'm just going to go out of my way to say they should remove it. Because I'm not even going to get an image right now from Google. So, the server evaluates killers' attacks when the aggressors have poor connections to see if the hits were valid or not. This means that if you have poor connection, you'll rightfully be at a disadvantage when playing killer, as instead of benefiting from those long distance hits. But that's not the case, because you can look up on YouTube everywhere of the survivors getting a hit through the pallet. If you play Survivor right now, this is if you play a Survivor a lot, if you notice that the weapon kind of bugs through the pallet and it basically hits you but the game cancels it, you don't know obviously if it hit you or not because you don't hear the scream, but that's what it basically means. It cancelled it and the killer can hear the scream but you can't. That means they cancelled the hit. So it was supposed to hit you, but it doesn't. Not because of the internet, because both sides can have good internet. The hit validation they put in DBD is not based on poor connection. Sure, poor connection may make it work a bit better, but if you have good internet, it will still do it. So it's not just based on the internet, it's just based on the palette itself. Anyways, not a long discussion today really, not 10 minutes, because I can't really discuss 10 minutes. I just thought I'd give a couple of reasons why they should remove it, and maybe change something to it. Like, the only thing they could change is the sound effects, or they could remove it. That's it, because right now it's stupid. Just go back to the old ways at least, fucking hell, because like, it doesn't just affect that one down, it probably affects the whole game after that, because what if that one hit benefited you so much you could come back and get a 4K? You know, that one hit could fuck you over so much, just from a pallet, not from your internet, not from the survivor's internet, from a pallet. And it don't even have to be your internet that fucks up the whole hit. It could be the survivor having shit internet, but it cancels it anyway because of them. You see? God. Anyways, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.